Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for some more nonsense in Technofirma Craft. I'm never going to get that name correct. Just go ahead and hide this. No reason to have that there. Now, I have managed to successfully make the copper double ingots after just sitting here for a while, letting them do their thing. And, oh, you're broken, aren't you? Damn. Oh. If you do that, yeah. I'm not sure why that happens. It occurs every once in a while. But it seems to just hang. And you gotta reset it. Yeah. Try that again. You just do your thing. Please. Thank you. Alright, now before I was so rudely interrupted. Now I've got the 7 double ingots, very easy to make, smacking them together with apparently just literally smacking them together, and now a copper anvil. Now this is the same situation as what we had before with the barrel. You cannot move unless you put it on your back slot, and it does actually hang out there. It makes sense. I mean, it's really freaking heavy. Now I don't need this diorite anymore. Well, that was a fail. Okay, seriously. Away, and let's see if we can hit the tree. I think that hit the tree. Okay, so now let's go ahead and grab the anvil here, and we're going to stick it there. Alright, so now we have a copper anvil, and now that we have a copper anvil, we can go ahead and make a bronze anvil, because that is the way that it works. You have to work your way up through the tiers. In order to make a, let's see here, where is it? There's this, the bronze anvil. You have to have bronze double ingots. But to make bronze double ingots, you have to be on a copper anvil or better. So you can't just do it with some crappy, with the stone anvil that you were using before. You have to make a copper anvil first on the stone anvil. Blah 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 blah. And then eventually, let's see, the steel anvil actually requires a wrought iron. So we actually do the wrought iron anvil first as soon as we get some bronze. But that will be after we get the bronze going. Let's go ahead and do that now. Oop, come on. Oop. Oh, here we go. Now I need to do a total of 14. Doesn't leave me with a lot of bronze ingots left. That's okay. I can make more if I actually need them. Let's go ahead and put these in here, and now I'm basically going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait and I'm going to watch while the bronze here gets to a temperature where it is workable, and I can go ahead and weld them together. The bronze has a lower working temperature actually than the copper, believe it or not. As soon as it hits bright red on the bronze here, I can begin doing welding activities, whereas the copper required at least a tier 3 bronze or tier 3 red, bright red, before you could do anything with it. So this should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and pump the bellows here for a second just to get it up to operating temperature. I'm not actually going to sit here and do anything with it though, because forget that. I've got better things to do. My time is precious. Pump it away. Okay, so that's going to take a while for those to get up to their appropriate temperature, and then once they do, you can see that one's a lot hotter. Once they do, I'm going to go ahead and make a bronze anvil. And once I've got a bronze anvil, then we can start doing some interesting tidbits. I'm going to start working towards the electric stuff. First things first, we will need either some wind turbines or some wind turbines and some batteries, which can be made with wrought iron sheets. So again, I'll need iron. I'll need lots and lots of iron and copper cables. That's basically I need to go find iron. That means I'm going to have to go digging for iron. Batteries require lead. Now I really should probably get batteries. We can go for wind turbine, or we can go for a water turbine. The water turbines looks like they're a little bit easier to make. Again, there still requires a whole bunch of iron. Refined iron, low voltage cable, which is copper and rubber. And rubber is tree resin and saltpeter. Tree resin is very easy to come by. You could just smack a log with a hammer and you'll get some tree resin. I think you can also extract it out of a tree in some fashion. There's a tool here somewhere. Yes, I see a resin collector. You can go ahead and put a resin collector up against a tree and it will go. So let's go ahead and do that actually. Instead, was it like that? Yeah, one resin collector. We'll go ahead and make a couple of these. Let's just go stick them on one of these white oaks here. There we go. And then we'll just let them sit there for a while. So let that do its thing. Get some resin going. And we're probably going to go for a water. Our first one is probably going to be a water, because I have some convenient flowing water right here where I could easily put 2 water turbines, one there, and I would have water flow that would give me power just like that from 2 water turbines, which is great. I'm probably still going to need batteries though in order to run any of the equipment. The first thing we're going to want to get is the low voltage macerator here, which can be done fairly easily. I've already got the flint, but I need to find a few things. First, I need to find lead so that I have a battery, so that I have enough power to actually run the thing. I need redstone, which comes from cinnabar or cryolite, apparently. Okay, so I need to look up cinnabar and cryolite. I need to find lead. I need to find iron. Cinnabar, cryolite, lead. Okay, so redstone, lead, iron. Redstone, lead, iron. And we're man, these things are taking a long time to grow. But see, to be completely fair with that, it's kind of the middle of winter, late winter. Yeah, it's late freaking winter, and they're still growing. The temperature outside is still high enough. It's still growing. I could plant a few other things if I wanted to, but they struggle and have a tendency of dying off this. So I'm just gonna wait until spring, and then I'll plant a whole bunch of stuff. You'll see this thing absolutely packed with grains and oats and soybeans and onions, frankly, because I've got lots of onions. But for now, I need to determine what it's going to take for me to find lead. Lead, redstone, and I'm going to have to actually go find one of the iron deposits around here. I know that there's plenty of iron up here. There's some iron around here. There's iron down around here. There's lots and lots of iron. I've just got to go out and find it. And that means I got to figure out how to find the lead. Okay, so that'll be it for now. That's my current state of affairs. Sitting around. Here we go. Oh, got you. Yes, there we go. And now I've got a few of these for making more ingots. Should I choose to make some more ingots, I should probably make some more copper. We'll go ahead and fill this back up again. We're getting to be hot. Alright, so while I'm waiting for these to do their thing, I'm going to go ahead and do some research on these electrical items. We're going to be making a macerator, a compressor, and a plate machine. I guess we'll probably make a magnetizer too, but I gotta find redstone. What's this thing? A turbine. Turbines are actually a power source that you can create, I believe. They don't require any redstone to make. You do have to provide it with a fuel, though, so probably not. There's a lot of stuff in this game that I don't know what it does or how it works, but I'm going to learn. This is going to be so much fun. Alright, I will be back. And boom, just like that, I've got enough bronze double ingots. 1 bronze anvil. Order up. Alright, so now I can go ahead and take this down. Put you there. You, can I reach that far? I cannot. I'm just going to take you and put you back there. So you're there if I ever need you, but I probably won't ever need you. Now I've got my tier 2 anvil. Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so this will allow me to work iron, wrought iron anyway, but of course in order to do that, that means I've got to actually get some wrought iron, and I don't have any. I've got a few little tidbits in here. There's some magnetite. Magnetite is actually useful because it doesn't just give iron, it also gives platinum. So that's definitely one of the ones where you want to smelt it down. If we can get a magnetite deposit, that would be awesome, because platinum is required in order to make any kind of a reasonable light bulb. If you don't have platinum for the light bulbs, they're going to be really, really crap and last for like 2 hours at most, and that's just lame. Now, there is some magnetite over here. I should be able to find some magnetite over here. I'm going to go ahead and get everything all geared up, get myself all prepared and ready to go. And when we run over there, I'm going to show you guys how to use a prospector's pick. It's a very interesting tool, but if you don't know how to use it, it's also confusing as shit. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how. Should be worthwhile. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and let us get started. Now, where I am currently standing, if I hit the ground here, we get a very large sample of magnetite. So now you have to remember, this prospector's pick does have a very, very, very high chance of giving you a false negative. So don't be afraid to smack it a few times if you don't get a read. So standing right here, we've got a very large sample. So I'm going to start heading this way, and always remember to keep smacking the exact same direction that you were originally. I'm going to go a few... Oh, that's the hot spring. Crap. Okay, so I picked a bad location because of the hot spring. I need to move over a little bit. Oh, that's fine. Let's go ahead make a bit of a block. Crap. I need to block that off. Okay. If I can quit being a complete dumbass. There we go. Okay. Refreshing. Lots of steam, I suppose. Okay, so we've still got large, very large. Okay, so we can still get very large here. Let's go ahead and do it here then. Or we could be intelligent and just go down a little bit. That would probably be smarter. So we'll just go down a little bit, so that we're not running into that hot spring. Okay, now try that again. Very large. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Now, I'm going to start by going... Let's just start with the east-west here. I'm going to start going this way. Put down a torch here, mark where I started, I suppose. And we're going to go just a few blocks in this direction. Oh, jeez. Son of a monkey toucher. And, of course, there's going to be a cave system down there. What have we got? Well, if there's going to be a cave system down there, this is completely pointless, and I can't teach you how to... Ugh! Figures there'd be a humongous cave system underneath me. Okay, so this isn't going to work. I'm gonna have to go find my way down there somehow. Holy crap! Really? God damn it! And I wanted to show you guys where the magnetite was. Well, just out of curiosity, if I come over here... Yeah, still got a very large sample. So it's around here somewhere. Only question is, if I come up here and sample... Oh, I've still got very large. And up here? A large. Okay, so... It might be somewhere over there, over in the surface somewhere. In fact, I'll bet you it's somewhere on the surface. Oh, look, there's some more magnetite. Could it be right over here? Could it be that simple? That would just be too easy. Oh, of course. Alright. Well, better luck next time, I suppose. I'm going to mine what I can on the magnetite here. Get as much of it as I possibly can so we can start doing iron. I'll probably go run over and do the limonite as well. I will try to find an opportunity to show you guys how to use the prospector's pick. If it comes up, it doesn't. If it doesn't, well, I tried. I tried. Maybe I'll get my opportunity anyway. I ran around and checked. It doesn't appear to actually be on the surface of anything, so I'm going to go ahead and try to do this again. So we'll just start, we'll put our marker here. Sampling here, we get very large. I'm going to go a few blocks this way. Until the very large changes to something else. So we've still got very large. Keep going. Very large. You can see how I'm still finding random little bits of it, which is irritating. I really don't want to dig up this area in order to find any reasonable quantities of magnetite. And there's one right behind me I wasn't paying attention to. That may actually be what's causing the reading here. I really hope it isn't, because that's going to really suck. Nothing of interest. Really? Nothing at all? So, okay, so there. Oh, well, that's interesting. Nothing at all, and a very large sample. So whatever it is, it's right here on the edge. So we're going to go ahead and mark this. And now we want to do the same thing in the other direction. So we'll go ahead and come over here a little bit. And we're not looking for it to become nothing of interest. We're looking for a change from very large to anything else. So we're going to go this here a little more. And now we're getting traces of coal. Crap. That's going to get in the way. Okay, well, hopefully that's where our corner is. So we're going to go ahead and say traces of coal and a very large sample. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're just going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right here should be this direction, east and west. Now we've got to do it the other way. Now, nothing of interest over here already, and then a sample of magnetite. So just like that, it's got to be somewhere in this direction. So let's go ahead and head this way a little bit until we find the other end of our magnetite sample. Hopefully there's an actual vein in here somewhere, because it's going to be really irritating if all I've got is this little dinky little every once in a while crap. Ugh. Alright, and then over here, still very large. We're probably going to be going quite a ways this way before we run out, before that very large goes away. Alright. Very large, very good. Keep going. And I'm not going to pass up any of the magnetite that I pass. I mean, come on. Keep going. Alright, and very large. Keep going. Now, with this one, it is a surface ore. Or at least it's on the surface, because right now we're doing... This is claystone? Oh, claystone is a good ore to know. Claystone will give me a lot of good things. I believe it's got my lead and the redstone ore as it can be in the claystone as well. So I'm going to have to pay attention to that. Okay, so... Any more? Nope. Go ahead and put down another torch because it's getting dark. And what have we got? We have nothing of interest, nothing of interest. Smack it a few times just to be sure. Okay, so nothing of interest. Very large sample, very large sample. Alright. And just to verify, very large sample, nothing of interest. Okay, so that's our marker over here. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, all that we have to do is get down to it, because it's got to be somewhere below us. We know it's not above us because there's nothing above us but dirt. So, I mean, well, duh. So, this is going to be our marker. I'm going to go ahead and head over here, collect up the torches that I dropped, because I need these. I don't have a lot. I didn't bring a lot with me. Would have been smart, but if I was brilliant, you wouldn't watch me fumble around in the dark. Alright, I'll go ahead and toss those. Grab this. Alright, now I'm gonna go over here, and I'm not gonna dig straight down. I'm sure you know how it works. You dig one to the left and one to the right, one to the right, one to the left. Rinse and repeat until we locate the deposit of magnetite that we are looking for. And these little spit things are not the actual deposit of magnetite. We're looking for a deposit. I'm hoping there's a deposit around here, because that's going to be really irritating if there's not. I don't like that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and mine that one. Go there. Get some more magnetite. We might not have a deposit. Well, here's some. Ooh. Now we're talking. Ah. Now we're talking. That's much better. That's the general concept behind how to use the bronze, or any prospector's pick. It scans an area 25 by 25 around the block, and that's forward, backwards, up, down, left, right, in all directions. So it's don't be afraid to manipulate that a little bit. It's a little bit weird scanning, and you do need to make sure you scan more than once, because it's going to throw false negatives pretty regularly, which sucks. It's irritating as shit, but it does happen. So just keep that in mind, and you should be good to go. I'm going to keep going down here in the hopes that there's an actual deposit. If all that I find is just little bitty ore things of magnetite, I'm going to be a little disappointed, but I should be able to at least collect a reasonable amount of magnetite. Not a lot. Enough to kind of get started, but I'll have to go after the limonite apparently. More than likely I'll have to go after the limonite. We'll see. I'll let you know if I find something. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I didn't get much farther down, maybe another 15-20 blocks before I hit pay dirt. I've got quite a bit of magnetite in my inventory, and I am definitely collecting a nice big supply of magnetite. I like it. Now the only question is how do you actually extract the platinum from the magnetite? That actually worries me. I'm positive it cannot be done in the standard fashion. You have to use a crucible, I believe, in order to extract more than one metal from an ore. That's a problem. I can save the magnetite for later, because I really am going to need that platinum for filaments. But what that means is that I'll have to go somewhere else in order to find my iron. Oh, here's my entrance. Here we go. Then that's okay, because it looks like it really wasn't that big of an iron deposit here. It is definitely worth my time, though. I can't complain. We're going to have to head over that limonite. We'll see how the limonite looks. On another positive note, another advantage to doing this method where you start at the surface and do your way down in a double shaft like this is that I can come over here and stand underneath my little hole and recover from my mining sickness or whatever. And yeah, I did go ahead and make a leather water sack. Really, really, really useful. The durability is actually how much water it has in it, and it'll do almost 2 full water bars before it runs out. So I'm good to go again. I can go right back to running around and prospecting for crap, and I'm still looking at a very large sample of there's a lot of magnetite down here. I'm going to go ahead, fill up this last thing here of magnetite, and then I'm going to actually go and head for the limonite, because I'm not sure. I'm not confident that I have the ability to extract the platinum from the magnetite yet, so I don't want to get too in depth into it, only to find out that I have wasted all of that effort, and I can't actually extract the magnetite. Can't extract the platinum from it when I really, really want that platinum. Kind of come in handy, trust me. Still got a large-ass sample. Of course, the large-ass sample is eluding me now. It's around here somewhere. I'll find it. Fuck. I'm fine. Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about me, none. I'm good.